This bait works especially well in cold water, when fish become cautious and stop grabbing everything they see. You can sit on the bank trying worms, maggots, or bloodworms, yet get only an occasional bite, or nothing at all. That's exactly when this simple homemade bait has saved my fishing trip more than once. Best of all, it doesn't require any expensive or hard-to-find ingredients. For one fishing trip, I start with about 1 tablespoon of peanuts and the same amount of sunflower seeds. Grind them thoroughly until they turn into fine crumbs. You might think the mixture is ready to use, but this is where many anglers make a mistake. I always run it through a fine kitchen sieve because only the smallest particles should go into the hook bait. Don't throw away the larger pieces left in the sieve, add them to your ground bait. The crushed peanuts and sunflower seeds will release a strong natural aroma and make the feeding area more attractive. I keep the fine sifted mixture for the bait itself. It creates a smoother, more uniform dough, which is especially important when targeting cautious and inactive fish. Next, I add 2 tablespoons of toasted wheat flour. Wheat flour isn't the only option, corn flour works well too, and if you have pea flour, I'd definitely give it a try. Whatever type you choose, toast it lightly in a dry skillet before mixing. This brings out a richer aroma that fish can detect much more easily underwater. Now add water a few drops at a time and knead the mixture until it reaches the right consistency. Never pour in too much at once. Add a little, mix thoroughly, and check the texture before adding more. A few extra drops can make the bait too soft. The finished dough should be smooth, pliable, and firm enough to stay securely on the hook. Under the right conditions, this simple plant-based bait has outperformed bloodworms, worms, and maggots for me, especially when fish were nearby but refused conventional bait. Make a small batch, test it against your usual options, and let the fish decide which one works better. I stopped making this bait from scratch before every trip a long time ago. Instead, I grind the peanuts, sunflower seeds, and other dry ingredients ahead of time and prepare enough for several outings. I store the mixture completely dry and take only as much as I expect to use that day. Once I'm at the lake, all I have to do is add a little water and knead a fresh batch in just a few minutes. Nothing spoils on the way, there's less work before each trip, and I can prepare exactly the amount I need. If you're testing this recipe for the first time, don't make a large batch right away. Mix a small portion at home using the proportions I shared, take it fishing, and see how it performs on your local waters. If the fish respond as well as they have for me, you can prepare a larger supply of the dry mix later. After your first successful trip, you'll probably want to keep a container of it ready at all times. Just remember to store it dry and add water only shortly before fishing. One thing I've learned over the years is that successful fishing doesn't have to be expensive. You can keep buying new attractants, flavorings, and ready-made baits, or you can use a few basic ingredients to make something effective yourself. This recipe is a perfect example. I like testing both simple and more advanced options, so every angler can find something that fits their fishing style and budget. This bait also has a rich, nutty aroma from the toasted flour, peanuts, and sunflower seeds, and surprisingly, it isn't limited to open water fishing. Before we get to that, if you enjoy simple, proven fishing recipes like this one, subscribe to the channel and give the video a like. Also, tell me in the comments what city or state you're watching from and where you plan to test this bait. Now here's the most interesting part, you can use this mixture for ice fishing too. Once winter arrives, many anglers switch entirely to bloodworms, waxworms, or maggots because they assume plant-based baits no longer work. But in my experience, cold water fish can sometimes react in exactly the opposite way. It's October right now, and I'm heading to the lake to target carp and other bottom-feeding fish, and this bait is definitely coming with me. I've had trips when the fish barely touched worms or maggots but confidently picked up this plant-based dough. And it doesn't work only in the fall. There have been times when it saved the day during winter fishing too. Just remember one small but important detail, always sift the ground ingredients. It takes only a minute or two, but it makes the bait smoother, more consistent, and much easier to work with. Small details like this often determine the final result. Another advantage is that the finished bait can be stored in the refrigerator or even frozen. However, don't put it straight onto the hook immediately after thawing. The moisture released during freezing can make the mixture stickier and change its original texture. If that happens, slowly add one of the dry ingredients already used in the recipe, lightly toasted flour, ground peanuts, or crushed sunflower seeds. Add only a little at a time, knead the dough thoroughly, and check the texture. This makes it easy to restore the bait to a firm, workable consistency. That's why I enjoy recipes like this. The ingredients are inexpensive, the preparation is simple, and most of the work can be done ahead of time. At the lake, you only need a few minutes to adjust the consistency. But the real test of any bait doesn't happen in the kitchen, it happens in the water. Make a small batch and compare it directly with worms or maggots. Sometimes this bait works so well at a pay lake that you start looking over your shoulder, wondering if the owner is about to ask what you're using. Of course, no bait can guarantee a cooler full of fish, but when the bite is tough, this mixture can deliver a very pleasant surprise. There's no expensive secret ingredient here, just peanuts, sunflower seeds, toasted flour, careful grinding, proper sifting, and the right amount of water. It's the combination of these simple ingredients and the correct consistency that makes the bait effective. So don't simply take my word for it. Bring this dough on your next trip along with your usual live bait, fish them side by side, and see which one performs better that day. If you try the recipe, come back and tell me in the comments what species you caught and how well it worked. Good weather, strong bites, and tight lines, everyone. See you on the next fishing trip.